Hi Gemini, and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of April 30th through May 6th, 2018. All decks I'm using are listed in the description below. I'm going to pull a card to see your primary energy that you're experiencing this week, and then any external energy that will be significant for you this week. So let's see what's up for you guys. All right, so you guys have a planet card representing you, which means there is something within you being activated this week. And we have Uranus, so your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. So, Gemini, you very well could have an epiphany, a breakthrough idea, just a really profound shift in perception. This could come about because of, a very significant change or unexpected surprise that shows up in your reality. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, which is the 11th house. So this could be, attached to wishes or hopes, and maybe, with this, you are praying for a miracle or praying for something to just really come through for you this week. So let's see what else comes out, to tell us more about this. So the external energy is a zodiac sign, which could be energy that the universe is bestowing upon you, or this could be a person involved in this, or, significant somehow, some way. So we have Aries. So an Aries could be involved with this, Gemini, but it says the energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading, impulsive action is likely. So this could indicate a couple things. You could feel very impulsive, ambitious, ready to just jump and go and get things done. But this is not just the day-to-day. This is something very significant, and we don't have a house here, so this could be any area of your life. As we draw more cards, we're gonna definitely dig deeper, but with this, first house is Aries, so this is something I feel like you really want for yourself this week, and it's coming in, or you're putting all your energy and effort towards it. So let's pull some more cards. Okay. So with Uranus, we have denial. This is actually, I feel with Uranus, there's a couple things with this. Maybe it's something you've been denying yourself. You are going to just have a complete and utter shift in perception, and you're going to decide to indulge it, okay? Others of you, this is something you've been trying to achieve and manifest for yourself, but I feel like in the past the timing was not quite right, or what you were reaching for wasn't really in your best interest or part of your journey, and it was, denied to you. But with Uranus here, it's, oh, sorry, I meant to put that there. With Uranus here, it's either now you're finally receiving it, now you're finally letting yourself have something that you've been denying yourself, or, if you've been agreeing to something and just kind of going with the flow, and all of a sudden now this week, if it isn't something you've really been wanting, it's you have a complete shift in perception, and now you're no, I'm not going to, and you're very firm and strong in that stance. So let's see what comes out for this Aries. Wow. So we have wishing. We have wishing here twice, since, you know, Uranus is 11th house energy. We have first house and 11th house. So right there, 111. Anyways, so with this Aries, it's a wish. Yeah, Gemini, there is something this week that you are just head fast towards, like, I will have this. I will let myself have this. I don't care. It's just like, I'm going to indulge. So let's get more cards. I'm really interested in where this is playing out, man. So we're going to pull a card here to see what's going in Gemini's favor this week and what may challenge Gemini this week. And this may shed some light on what's going on here, because it's just like, I don't know, almost like a snap decision where you're like, you know what, this is something that I've been wanting, and here it is. I'm not going to say no this time. I'm just going to allow the experience, where perhaps you've been saying no, or you've been allowing an experience, and now finally you're like, okay, no more, because I wish for something else, and now I'm reaching for that, and no longer, you know, this. Okay, so what is going in Gemini's favor? Apprehension, moving out into the world, doubt and fear. So this being in your favor, I feel, because we have this, you know, Aries paired up with Uranus, like, I am going to have what I want no matter what. And this is card 19, wishing. This is card 18. So in your favor, Gemini, if you are really wanting something and pushing, and it's like you can have it, but there's something inside of you that is, you know, like, something doesn't seem right, or it's too good to be true, or something doesn't feel honest. Trust that feeling and maybe hold back and wait for the universe to give you a sign, like the sign from Uranus, because this is typically about overcoming apprehension. But being in your favor, I feel like if there's like a gut instinct that says something, hold back, okay? Now, if there's nothing, there's no reason, it's just fear, like, you know, it's just a fear, insecurity that isn't warranted. Like, fear and insecurity is a different feeling than your intuition. To me, fear and insecurity is like where my mind is really busy and my emotions are kind of jumbled up, and I can't quite get grounded in anything. Like, I feel very uneasy. And when I am feeling that intuition, that's kind of like a warning, it's not like anxiety, it's not nervous energy. It's, if it's anything, it would be a nagging sensation that and it only turns into that if I've been ignoring it. It's more of just like that inner voice, that quiet knowing, where you're like, okay, yeah, all right, there's something I'm just not seeing about this. I need to hold back. So understand the difference between your intuition and your fear, because that makes all the difference in what this card means to you for this week. So if there's that, you know, that nagging that something probably isn't what it looks like, even if you really, really want it, hold back, wait and see. More will be revealed. But if you're just like right on that point where you can have something that you've really been wanting, but you have fears, overcome those and, you know, jump in. So again, very important that you know the difference between fear and intuition. And it can be confusing at times. Like, that's the only reason why I made the distinction there, because even I get confused sometimes. It's hard being yourself, right? Okay, so let's see what may challenge you. All right, so this week, Gemini, there's going to be some remnants coming up from the surface and of your soul, and you might find yourself, getting emotional for no reason. So like very random things could trigger you and like invoke tears, invoke a memory, make you feel the energy of a time past. And all of that's happening not to lead you back to a past or, make any sort of reconnections or anything like that. That's not what you're experiencing that energy for. It's truly like an emotional and spiritual cleansing, like your own soul doing some spring cleaning and looking in all the little crevices and dark spaces and, getting it all out. And this is not anything that you need to heal and overcome anymore. This is more like just residual energy of things past that you've, overcome. And so now, because, this cleaning is happening within, it stirs you up, and you're going to be thinking of people and memories and things that probably haven't been around in a while, or even, maybe even forgot entirely. And then you're like, wait, what? Why? It's not for reconnection. It's just for release. Okay. So allow the emotion to move through you. Don't dwell on the situation or the person or whatever it is that is triggered to put you in this space where you're feeling a bit emotional. It's to free you, not lead you back to something, okay? So this being a challenge, I think some of you are going to be questioning why somebody specific is like resurfacing in your head or in your reality, like not physically, it's like memories being triggered, seeing signs and synchronicities, that type of thing. And I can tell you, like, I've been going through that myself. Like, it's the energy. We have Saturn retrograde. We have Pluto retrograde. Major review going on for everybody right now. Plus, we have this Scorpio full moon energy. Okay, like, emotions are high. A lot of stuff is being just yanked up from the depths, the darkness, the crevices, the places that we don't dare look or even some of us know exist, but our soul is aware of every bit of us. So, anyways, certain people are just really like showing up, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe they're thinking about me, because typically that's what that means for me. And I pull some cards, and that's not what's going on. And so I only share that with you because this exact card came out for me a couple weeks ago, and then like a week ago. So I get it really strongly, and just know that energy will pass. Allow it to move through you. Make sure not to push against anything that you're remembering or that's being triggered inside of you, because it's the past. It can't be changed. And you're moving on, you're moving forward, and your soul is trying to cleanse you from that energy. So let's pull some tarot to gain more clarity on what's going in your favor and what is challenging you. Okay, well, what's going in your favor is your intuition, for sure. I see that because we have the High Priestess who had to fly out and give her 2 cents. And so first card out is this beautiful High Priestess. And with her, she is about the schools of mysteries. A lot of people think of her kind of religiously, like as a religious type of figure, but she's not. She's more about like the mysteries. If anything, she would represent more of the occult and things along those lines. With her coming out in this position, she says to you, Gemini, and look, The Roman numeral 2 always makes me think of the Gemini symbol. So this is really significant. And, you know, the black and the white, the twins of the Gemini, you know, so very significant for you guys, this High Priestess this week. And she says to you, listen, Gemini, there is a greater mystery playing out wherever this is really speaking to you, because the cards have yet to really pinpoint any specific area of your life. And since this is general, you know, I would really be grasping at straws or just thinking of common generalizations about where this could play out for you. But for you guys, there's no real anchoring. It's, you know, something that you want. You've been denied in the past, and now that's changing, or now you are finally doing the denying, okay? Is this apprehension about intuition, or is this about fear? You know, and then we're going to have some emotional cleansing. So with High Priestess coming out, she's saying there are some things that you're not going to understand right now, and you are being initiated in a sense. So how you react, behave, all of that through this process, whatever it means to you, really is dictating the outcome of perhaps whether you're going to be ultimately denied for good, or maybe finally handed to you. Or you are going to decide ultimately to deny somebody for good, okay? But this, she's saying, like, you've got to work with what you have and trust your intuition more than you trust anything else, more than you trust your eyes, more than you trust another person, more than you trust what it looks like. You've got to trust you. So some of you, this is like an initiation into yourself. How much do you trust you, Gemini? How much, you know, faith and weight do you put in to yourself and your own thoughts and the way you perceive and the way you see things? Or do you put too much faith into that, and now it's time to come down from the mind and drop into the soul a bit and move through that energy this week so that you can, you know, perceive not from just the understanding of your mind, but there's something that's not seen to the eye to this situation, and you get the understanding through the High Priestess, okay? Now we have this Knight of Cups, and this could be a water sign, does not have to be just because of what this represents, but if it's a water sign, it would be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, because we have purification water. This could be purifying or ridding yourself of this water sign. Okay, some of you, that will be a synchronicity for sure. But this is, you know, somebody is offering you something. There is a cup being handed to Gemini, whether it's a romantic offer, whether it's a truce, whether it's an apology. You know, this is more of an emotional type of connection. It could be a job offer or something like that. I'm not feeling so much. If this isn't speaking about a relationship with somebody somehow, some way, then this, I feel, would be more about understanding yourself in a deeper sense, and, you know, why you tick and what makes you triggered and all things like that, or you are pursuing something that is very attached to your emotions, like, you know, a dream, because we have the wishing here, something that you truly hope to pursue that, you know, maybe you don't believe in yourself enough, you're afraid because you can't see all the way in front of you. But, you know, this is like telling you, Gemini, be of open heart to your dreams and your wishes, even if you cannot see how they could possibly manifest. okay? Believe in the unseen. Trust the High Priestess. Trust yourself. You are on a journey, and you will pass through the gate to the temple when the time is right, when you are truly ready to receive what this wish is. Okay? That's when you walk through that gate. It doesn't happen before then, even if you feel ready. So those of you that this is speaking to, a deep wish, a deep desire, have a complete open heart and soul to it. All right, now others of you, this is definitely about a person or a relationship. And what follows this night here is the Sun card in this position. And in this position, Gemini, this is saying that intuition that you're feeling, okay, you please trust it. You are correct. If you go against it, against this warning, even though it's almost like, I don't care, I'm just going to do what I want to do, I don't think you will like the result. Now, if you hold back and you wait until the sun is on the other side, when you pass through the gate of that temple, you'll be happy you did. That's the moment things are right for whatever you are reaching for. It's like I feel with Gemini, you can have something that you really want, but it's like the universe is just slightly holding you back, or you've been holding yourself back, okay? And something about this week is where it's just like right there, but is it right to reach out and grab it? Or are you just too afraid to reach out and grab it? That's like the main thing, and it goes both ways. So that's why I went on and on about the difference between intuition and fear. All right. So we're going to look at this, what may challenge Gemini. And we had a card fly out. Also with this, there are some of you that are really nervous to expose yourself and be vulnerable in front of somebody that means something to you, that matters to you. Could be an Aries, very much so with the Aries energy here. Okay, does not have to be, but some of you, it's like you are afraid to be vulnerable emotionally, to expose yourself, you know, the true essence of you, that vulnerability that very few know and see. And because of this, I feel like you're not going to be able to keep it. It's going to naturally happen where you're just, you know, like you're vulnerable. That's what it is. And flow with it. Don't be afraid of it, Gemini, if that is the case for you, okay? So over here, we have strength. Yeah, we're quite emotional, which this is like in a sense of, why am I so sensitive? Because next we have this Eight of Wands in this position. And this to me is, you know, this is a return of something from the universe. And Pegasus says, if you have not been cool, you're not going to like what I do. If you followed your P's and Q's, you're all good. No worries. I got you. So, some of you, all of this is like from the past, like it's returning. And then we have this Five of Wands. Man, okay, Gemini, I cannot lie. Some of you, I really feel like there is a relationship this week, somehow, some way, friend, lover, family, whatever. And there's this argument that keeps surfacing. Like there's just something from the past that's surfacing, and it keeps resurfacing. And because we have this purification, it's like you have the power this week to end it all for good, like to change whatever this is, this continuous like butting of heads. This could be just inside yourself too, okay? Because like I said, I see you holding back, either out of fear or out of like your intuition, but it's something that you really want. So there's definitely like this internal battle, and you know, it's coming this week, and it's like, I've really been wanting this. I've really been wanting this so badly, but now I have this crazy internal conflict. Are you afraid, Gemini, or is your intuition telling you to stay away? That's really, honestly, through and through this whole reading. And I think your guys' reading is probably going to be the longest of the week. Is it fear or is it your intuition? Because it means like two different things. And, you know, if you're confused yourself, ask the universe for a sign, okay? What's holding me back? Is it intuition and common sense, or is it fear? All right. Nice. Yeah. Harvest. This is awesome. This is abundance. This is gratitude. This is happiness. This is things we want coming to fruition. So I really feel like this week, Gemini can truly have what they want. All right? Either way, whether it's good or bad, right or wrong, like it doesn't matter. It's like it's on you. And here we have this High Priestess. It's on you. What is the choice that you make? But be careful, Gemini. Okay? Just depending on the situation, what side you fall on, you know, because the choice that you make, it is going to come back. So that's why I say follow your P's and Q's, because there's karmic energy here. And look at the lightning with Uranus and then the lightning here. So, you know, this is just like, you can have it this week. This is a good week for Gemini. There's just this like, I think some of you, a moral dilemma going on inside. You know, really, and I just have to say this, like, make the right choice. Make the right and honest choice this week, because it will matter. It definitely will matter in the future. Like, it will come back. This is something, a bigger deal going on for you. I mean, with this High Priestess here, and she's on this side. So if you pass the test, she'll be on the other side in a future reading, maybe next week, okay? But just make sure that, you know, it's on the up and up, and know the difference between your intuition and your fear. So those are your messages, Gemini. I'm wishing you an awesome week. Take care.